Honkai starrailed is a gacha game inspired by the hit 2004 film The Polar Express, featuring Tom Hanks. Developed by the same people who brought you Gambling for Anime Women, you will do the same here, but in space. The game features thrilling turn-based combat where you press Q and occasionally E until you can watch a cinematic animated by overworked staff who have not seen their family in a week. The game begins in a normal American school where we play as an anime girl named after a depressed Czech writer with daddy issues. We do that until we have to pick our player character, and yeah, I chose the girl, like the other 99% of the community. Not because I am a degenerate, filthy basement dweller, but because her face looks more smug. As soon as we start existing, we get sexually assaulted and exposed to exposition by the character we just played at, whose voice is stuck at 0.75 speed.
I must leave now. Don't worry, someone will come and find you very soon.
We pass out from boredom and are awoken by brilliantly named characters such as Dawn Hang and March 7th. I can't wait to meet her sister September 11th. Because we're not an American middle schooler, we do not possess a firearm. As you can imagine, this will make killing interdimensional space beings quite difficult, so they offer you a bat instead. I shit you not, they want you to kill dimension-traversing dark matter-controlling aliens by bludgeoning them to death with a baseball bat like it's Team Fortress. And it actually works. After that, we become a member of the Thomas the Tank Engine gang. Its members are the previously mentioned, as well as Himeko. Her powers include drone strikes. Wealth. The best way to describe him is like a college astronomy teacher that smokes pot with his students.
Pass the blood to the nigga on your left.
He's also my main DPS. And a mutant alien rabbit creature who single-handedly pilots the interdimensional locomotive. Now we are forced to work for them against our will to pay off our medical debt. Our first mission is to save an entire space station that was attacked by space ISIS. The next mission is to disable a nuclear space device on Eastern Europe, the planet. Coincidentally, the nuclear space device is the same kind as the one which powers our protagonist's body, like Monster Energy to a high school student. Upon our landing in Canada, we meet and help out a certain untrustworthy character. We know he's untrustworthy because he's Finnish. We are immediately left behind by the Finnish when we encounter and fight the Canadian Armed Forces, until their captain decides to stop giving fucks and become a tour guide instead, escorting us to his home city where the rest of the chapter plays out. This includes escaping the police, stopping a civil war, robot genocide, lesbians, and beating the shit out of a woman with a giant robot. And this is just the first chapter in your interstellar journey. You will continue to explore distant planets and space stations where you will fight space cancer patients. Join the IRA to fight the IRS. Explore PlayStation Home and become the very best like no one ever was. If this sounds fun to you, you can download the game for free. This video is not sponsored, nor am I being held hostage by the Chinese government. Like I mentioned previously, the combat consists of 3 buttons, ensuring that the game can be played one-handed so you can pet your cat while killing IRS agents. And even no-handed, because there is a button that makes the game play itself. Throughout your journey, you will have to upgrade your characters to avoid getting curb-stomped by alien beetles and these fuckers. There are different parts of a character you can upgrade. You can upgrade their body by throwing books at them like they're a misbehaving child, upgrade their weapon with film reels, upgrade their jewelry by feeding them crack crystals, and upgrade their skills by letting the game play itself on 2x speed to obtain the random item they need to level up, like cogwheels and tree branches. What the fuck? There are currently 4 areas in the game. These are the International Space Station, Eastern Europe, Chinese Titanic, and VR Chat. Heard a space station is kinda boring. I don't really enjoy walking through the exact same looking corridors and getting ambushed by space ISIS. The enemies in this area include centaurs and space bugs, which have to be driven to extinction before they spread. There's an entire fucking quest where you go kill their mom and the boss team fucking slaps. This shit drops harder than the missiles on Gaza. Yarilo 6 is a planet perpetually stuck in the Ice Age that has a single remaining city named Belobog, which is split into 2 parts, the Overworld and the Underworld. The Overworld is a vast and prosperous city, you can tell that because they have functioning public transportation. While the Underworld is a literal coal mine with the average life expectancy making Pol Pot blush. The population occupies themselves with modifying robots to be better at killing each other. You gotta ask though, what's the purpose of some of these guys in the first place? Like, this dude can hold one thing and blow up.
My main goal is to blow up.
This one's just a traffic light. They will come in useful when we bomb the IRS though. Their leader is Robot Daddy, also known as Svarog, whose name comes from Slavic mythology. This makes it like the second time Slavic mythology was used in a video game, the other being The Witcher.
I knew you'd come.
The Xianzhou Luofu is a boat-shaped space station which holds a vast population comprising of 3 species with vastly different lifespans. This is cause for a lot of interspecies racism, if only there was a word for that. One of these are the Xianzhou natives, who have an average lifespan of 800 years, but are destined to contract space cancer, because while they can live for 800 years, their brains are still human and can't store any more information. This means that after a while they will lose most of their memories and only keep the most vivid ones, which makes them quite angry. These are the enemies you will be fighting mostly in this area, after their numbers spread significantly because a bunch of dudes played Dead Space for the first time and thought the Unitologists were the good guys. The other are the Vidyadra, who are probably based on someone's Tumblr half-dragon OC. After a while they will simply revert back into an egg and hatch again, coming out a brand new person. Penacony is if somebody decided to make VR chat into an entire building. I'm not kidding, the whole thing is just a hotel, but all of the guests are tripping balls in their bathtubs to live in a simulation. And so do we.
This edible ain't shit.
This is the Dreamscape, a metropolis where advertisements will chase you across the street. It's like a mix of Disneyland and Las Vegas, but there's something seriously wrong going on behind the scenes. Honestly, I don't have any more to say about it because I just got here, so that's about it. Oh wait, I forgot to mention pulling for characters. I have a lot of gambling to do.